So good evening, everyone. So we would be starting our lesson for tonight. So in the name of the Father, of the Son, the Holy Spirit, Amen. Lord, thank you for this day, Lord. Guide us wisdom and knowledge to understand our lesson. At sana po, Lord, masurvive namin itong gabing ito na mayroong Wi-Fi. Amen. So, wag mo na kayong gumalaw kasi I would the sana all may aso. Okay. Okay, very safe na ako ha. Andyan na yung attendance. Ang wala dyan, bahala kayo. May plus ang mga nagalabas yung mukha sa picture. Okay, nag-move. So let's start our lesson for tonight. So our lesson for tonight is the factors that influence second language acquisition and learning. So meron akong mga tanong sa inyo. Sa inyo ba, ilang language yung alam nyo? How many language do you know? Not just, okay, for example, not just knowing, but you know how to speak it. Oh, sige, let's try one by one. You raise your hands. How many language can you speak? Can you speak? For me, for example, I have Tagalog, English, sabi camera ko. Tagalog, English, Bisaya, Ilonggo. So I have 4. Speaking lang speaking. How about you? Ilan ang sa inyo? Just raise your hand. Kung how many numbers of language could you speak? Number lang. Just raise the number in your hand. Number lang. 1. Number. Oh, Miss Aplicador has 4. Wow, Miss Bronyo has 5. Doriente has 4. Arsenas has 3. O yung iba, ilan ang sa ano? Ilan yung kaya yung si Cheryl is 3. Is 4. Larida is
ba nagtapos na kami nagklase, nag-enroll naman kami liwat igaw bra ako sa tupag enroll naman. Tigab igipili ko kay kung aga go bra.
Miss Villian, we are recording. This will be recorded in the YouTube. So wait lang ha. Dali lang. So ayan, okay na. So as much as possible, kasi ngayon we are part of the, or not me, but you are part of the what we call the generation, the millennial generation Z. So I'm expecting some of you would already know how to speak more than 2 languages. So for tonight, we would be talking about this thing. So let's talk first about L1. What does L1 means? So an L1 is your first language, your native language, or what we call your mother tongue. So every developmental human being has a first language. Often, this is the language that was learned during childhood before puberty. And it is the language that is most used and most comfortable in any given person. So for example, if I am from Coronadal, if I am from Coronadal City, my L1 would be Hiligaynon. Diba? That would be my first language. Because, huwag na lang yung Hiligaynon, yung sa akin na lang. For example, I am from General Santos City. So basically, my L1 is what? Bisaya. So that means I am very good in speaking Bisaya. I could really communicate well speaking Bisaya. Because that is what? That is that is the language that my parents has taught me. And I am very comfortable talking to Bisaya with other people. Kuha? Next. A first language is generally maintained for life with little overt effort the part of the speaker. This is because what? The first language are often woven into the personal and social cultural identities. So for example, I am from General Santos City. I'm a Bisaya person. So it is not good for me to forget my language. 'Di ba? May iba sa inyo nakapag-abroad lang, we always have these people that who are going to other places. For example, nakapag-abroad lang, nakapag-Manila lang. Pagbalik, hindi na nila alam. They don't know how to speak their language. You would see other people that, oh, okay, pag-uwi, oh my God, Tagalog ng Tagalog. Yun naman pala, nakapag-Manila lang 5 months, hindi na marunong mag-Ilonggo. Diba? Meron naman ganyan. Hindi ko kasi nagagamit yung Ilonggo doon sa amin, sa Manila. So that's why people would say, oh, what happened to you? Because pero that is not true ha, kasi according to this literature, first language, and number one, your language is what? Your identity as a person. It is not true that halimbawa, people will say, you are Bisaya, but your ways are Ilonggo. Diba? You don't have that thing. Or your Ilonggo, but you live as Ilocano. Diba? If you have Ilonggo, ay nagapamala, nakakwarta. Ang Ilocano, ano ang cultural identity ng Ilocano? Ilocano has masyadong
Kuripot.
mahigpit sa pera.
Kuripot.
So that means
Kuripot, ma'am.
you could not live like that. So that's why the text would say that generally it is maintained what? This is because your first language is woven with your socio-cultural identities. We have different socio-cultural identities as we grow up, but if on the first years of our life, we have that one socio-cultural identities and we have that one language. Next, it is also ways to interact with people and other means with their cultural or ethnic group. For example, when you go, pag pumunta kayo sa mga parties, okay, socio-cultural events, bago ka pa lang, you are new to that place. But if you hear someone, ay may nag-Ilonggo dito, basically, pupunta ako doon kasi I am much more comfortable talking with those people. Kasi magkakasama kami sa aming socio-cultural. And for example ako, I went to one seminar in Baguio, which is very uncomfortable because that was a national seminar. Then I don't know anyone there because kasi nga nagpatuga-tuga ko atong Baguio para mag-attend ng seminar. So what happened? I just went there, but then I heard some people talking Bisaya. Because it would be very uncomfortable for me if I would be speaking Tagalog. 'Di ba may accent naman talaga tayo. May Ilonggo ka, Ilocano ka, Bisaya ka. If you would be talking in Tagalog, you would have an accent. So that's why hearing people from a certain part of the seminar, that's why I went to them, and thank goodness they are Bisaya, but the Bisaya from Samar. And to think, iba yung Bisaya ng Samar and General Santos, di ba? Pero ang masaya lang nun is, at least nagkakaintindihan kami. Naintindihan niyo pa ba ako? Kasi kag-ingay na namin dito.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, so next. So how does anyone learn L1? So L1, basically we learned it from first language acquisition. So for example, kayo, pag sa bahay, you have been taught how to speak what? Your own language, your native language. But we have also those social parents. Di ba? What does those social parents do to their children? Their first language is what? English. Bahalag balik awat na English. Mama, why did you say that? Mo sina, di ba? But they tend to teach their children how to speak English. Kahit na balik awat siya na English, but they just tell their child that okay, okay, don't do that. Yes, no, yes, yes, yes. 'Di ba? So, those are the first language acquisition. And we also have for example, may tanong ako sa inyo. First language acquisition is very important because it tells the child's identity, 'di ba? And ethnicity. So my next question is, nakikinig ba kayo ng news? Do you watch news? No?
Hindi po masyado.
Minsan po, ma'am.
Sige. Kilala niyo si Solen Yusuf?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po, yes po.
Kilala niyo, you know Solen Yusuf? You know Ann Curtis?
Yes,
Yes po.
ma'am.
You know Vicky Bello?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po.
As much as you've known them, napansin nyo, they are teaching their children. Are they teaching their children
Yes po.
one language? Yes or no? Nagtuturo ba sila ng iisa lang na language sa anak nila?
No, ma'am.
No, 'di ba? They are teaching
ma'am.
their
Yes, ma'am.
no, yes or no?
No.
No,
No.
because
No,
they are
ma'am.
teaching for Solen Yusuf, once in a while, from time to time she talks French, Brazilian, English, minsan may Chinese pa. The worst part would be from Vicky Bello. 'Di ba? Si Vicky Bello ang isa sa mga pinaka, I don't know, it's a worst, but it's good because his daughter is learning how many language? 5 language at a time. May may Tagalog, may English, may French, may Japanese, then we have Korean. Yun yung tinuturo ni Vicky Bello. So what do you think would happen to a child if he or she is learning 5 language in L1? What would happen? That would be your first assignment for this subject. What would happen? You write that, ha? I will just post the, kung saan nyo ipapasa. What would happen if a student or a child would learn 5 language during L1? So, next. So, what are the most common aspects of FLA? FLA is first language. First language acquisition is a process of gaining the capacity to use human language. So, eto siya yung tanong. How many of you knows how to speak no, you know how to speak, but you know how to discuss things intellectually? Or kung sa Tagalog pa, kaya niyo bang magkaroon ng isang matalinong pakikipag-usap sa kapwa niyo? In one language. So for example, ako Bisaya ako, kaya ko bang would I know how to speak about COVID-19 to someone in Bisaya, and he or she would understand what is COVID-19 all about? Yes or no? Kaya ko bang i-explain? You ask yourself, kaya ko bang i-explain ang COVID-19 in Ilonggo? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And yung taong kinakausap ko naintindihan. Next question. Kaya ko bang makipag-usap sa isang tao talking about COVID-19 na nakatagalog, na nagtatagalog?
Yes.
Opo, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes,
Kaya.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next. Kaya niyo bang makipag-usap sa tao explaining COVID-19 in English?
Yes.
Yes or
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Sige, gagawa tayo ng conversation challenge next Friday. Wednesday, bukas. So, number 2 is, let's just say alam niyo ito kasi it is gaining capacity to use human language. Bahala kayo dyan. Next, L1 is acquired automatically without a conscious effort. Very understandable. L1 are learned before puberty, typically during infancy. So this is one of the saddest part in some of the parents in our society today. They are teaching their children. Di ba may iba sa inyo na you are teaching yung nag-baby talk, which is not good. You should teach your children, or you should teach people or small babies around you the complete sentence. Next, native speakers have proficiency represented by an internalized knowledge. Several areas includes appropriate use of idiomatic expression. Okay, ito yung activity natin tonight. Ito yung pinaka ginaantay ko. Wait lang. Ifo-full screen ko kayo Ano yung idiomatic expression na alam nyo na special lang sa language ninyo? I will be giving you 2 minutes. Dapat lahat merong makita You would look for that special idiomatic expression that is only available to your language. For example, sa Bisaya, nagdaot ka. What is nagdaot ka sa Bisaya? What is nagdaot ka? Hindi ka nagsasalita. I-on yung mic nyo.
Buba, ma'am.
Buba?
Wala, ma'am.
May kaugot ka, ma'am.
Nagdaot ka.
May kaugot.
No, when you talk about nagdaot ka in Bisaya is meron kang sakit, you don't look healthy.
Ay,
Diba?
Layo man nga
amin,
Bisaya.
yun yung sa amin sa Bisaya. So kayo, I will give you 2 minutes. Sige, hanap kayo sa internet. Ikukunin ko yung class list. Maghanap kayo ng idiomatic expression that is only available to your language. Then I will call you one by one. Pag makasagot, may 50 points. Pero dapat do not copy-paste ha. Halimbawa, pag sinabi na ni Boteres, hindi na pwede sabihin ni Leharson. Kuha. Mag-google muna kayo. Kopya kayo ng reserve nyo na idiomatic expression para gagaling lang sa Ilonggo o sa Ilocano. Kuha muna ako class list ha. 2 minutes. Antay kayo dyan. Research na. Wait lang. Kailangan, lapit ko muna yung class list nyo. Wait lang. Listahan. Listahan. Kailang. Last 1 minute. Babay nila ng ano ko ha.
Pwede natin matawag na worn out things or mga wardrobe. Miss Eloy na mag-activate of your so yun siya. So we can now set this one or we can classify this one as a set of worn out things or a set of wardrobes. So,
Ready na?
a jacket or a
Ganito siya ha. Sasabihin niyo muna yung word o yung idiomatic expression. We would try to guess it. Then if, try lang natin. Okay, let's start. Sa dulo tayo mag-start para fair. Let's start with Villian. Villian? Andyan si Villian?
Yes, ma'am.
Ano yung idiomatic, what is your idiomatic expression?
Ano ang dapli?
Hindi man yan, Sudan man na. That is literally.
Wala ka man.
Sabi ko, di ba, mag-google ka? Wala ka nag-google.
Ma'am.
Next, Vicente. Vicente. Wala. Unggol.
Tao bulol, ma'am.
Ha? Ano?
Tao bulol.
Ano yan?
Tao bulol.
Ano yan?
Taga-bukid.
Parang ano man yan?
Taga-bukid, ma'am.
Sige.
Tao bulol.
Ma'am,
Saludo.
excuse, acceptable kung Tiboli ang ano, ma'am, ha?
Ay malamang, bakit Ilonggo tayo dito lahat?
Ay, okay.
Your language, di ba?
Yes, ma'am. Language yun, Tiboli.
Malay mo manabi, ma'am, may mga Ilonggo nga student dere nga hindi kaintindi sang ano, Tiboli.
Hindi nyo kayo naintindihan yung daot? Kaya gani. What is special in your language? Saludo.
Language.
Ma'am, matalim ang dila.
Tagalog ka?
Hindi, ma'am, Ilocano. Ilocano yung ko.
Eh, bakit nagmatalim ang dila ka?
Tagalog lang ako, ma'am.
Hindi pwede. Pondo. Pondo.
Ma'am,
Miss Pondo. O sige, ganito na lang. Kasi parang magka-problema kayo. I would create a lesson, doon nyo ipapasa yung, nyo ha, yung idiomatic expression sa lesson para magaling yung hanapin nyo. You look for 5 idiomatic expression in your language. Okay?
Yes po, ma'am.
Ma'am, excuse, pwede mix, ma'am.
Mix ka how?
Hindi ma'am babase, may nabalaan pa nga iban nga sa iban nga language.
Ano na tayo muna? Grabe ka naman. Wala, L1 pa lang tayo. Wala mo lang L2. L1, kaya excited kayo masyado. L1 muna. So, I would see you later na lang. So, pass kayo today ha. Ipapass yan ngayon. Magawa ako ng link then you would pass that.
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Ma'am, excuse me
Oh,
po, ma'am.
yes.
Ma'am, wait po. Di ba mag-aano po nung language namin, lalagay po ba yung meaning nun sa Tagalog?
Yes. Yes.
Apo, thank you po, ma'am.